Hello creators, it's Melissa from Melissa's Creations, and today we have this beautiful Sympathy card made from the Flourishing Phrases stamp set. This is a very special edition because it is the creator's blog hop, and the theme this month is Sympathy. Let's go ahead and get right into this beautiful card. To start on this card, we are taking a standard sheet of Whisper White cardstock. This is just 8.5 by 11 inches. I'm going to use my Stampin trimmer to cut this down. So the first thing I want to do is cut it at a standard card base, which is at 5.5 on the long edge. And then I'm going to rotate that and score it at 4.25. And there's my card base. I'll use my bone folder to crease that in a minute. And now I'm going to cut my second piece to layer on top. So that piece measures 3 3/4 inches by 5. So with the long edge now on this piece, I'm going to line that up with 3 3/4. And then I'm going to rotate and cut it at 5. All right, I have my bone folder, so let's go ahead and fold this piece in half and give that a good crease. And we're going to be stamping directly onto this piece right here. So we're going to focus on that. Here is the Flourishing Phrases stamp set. It is so big, there are so many stamps in there, that it takes 2 cases to hold everything. We are going to be using this beautiful flourish here, along with the With Sympathy stamp here. I really love this set. It's a classic in the annual catalog. There are so many wonderful sentiments in this set. And you have that beautiful flourish. There are also some coordinating thinlits dies that you could pair with these, and they're just gorgeous. So the stamps we're going to use, I'm going to get this big flourish out, and the next stamp is our sentiment with Sympathy. And this is the E size acrylic block. You can find all of the acrylic blocks in a bundle, or you can purchase them separately. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is stamp our sentiment so that we can get the placement of our other pieces. I have 2 colors here. I'm using Mint Macaron and Gray Granite. I really love these 2 colors together. I think they complement so nicely. So with the Gray Granite, I'm going to ink up my With Sympathy stamp, and we're going to stamp that up in the right-hand corner. Now we're going to work on our background, and the first thing we want to do is get this beautiful shaded circle down first with our Mint Macaron color. To do that, I have cut out a piece of black cardstock. This is just a scrap, and this size doesn't matter. What matters is the hole that you're punching out. This is a 2-inch circle punch, and we're going to use this as our template so that we can put this circle right over our card mat, and we're going to take a sponge dauber and our Mint Macaron ink, and we're going to lightly daub in circular motions. And I'm starting at the base of this circle, being careful to make sure I hold that template down so it doesn't move. You could use washi tape or some temporary adhesive if you'd like, but I find that just by holding it down, it does a pretty good job for me. So I do want to make sure that I get enough color all over the circle, but I want to make sure that the bottom is darker than the rest. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So when we move our template out of the way, you can see that we have that beautiful circle, that shaded circle. This is a great technique to use with a sun as well if you're looking to do a scenery or a landscape card. All right, so I'm gonna take my gray granite classic Stampin' pad and ink up my stamp. And then we're going to stamp that straight down on top of that circle we did. And I'm going to kind of angle it so that the stem is down at the bottom and the top flourish is right around that S. It just curves right around the S up there. So give that a second to sit in. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna give that a minute to dry, and while we're doing that, we're gonna put my gray granite away, and we're going to use our mint macaron again. And for this, I'm going to bring in some scratch paper, because what we're going to do is take this awesome classic weave ribbon in Whisper White, and we're going to color it so that we can get that mint macaron to match our card. So I'm taking my sponge dauber and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to daub all the way around. But you do need to do both sides just to make sure that you get a nice saturation. And I have my ribbon snips. We're going to snip that edge off there. And we'll bring this back in. Now before I put this on my card, I'm going to sandwich it between my paper, and I still have a hold of it on the end. I'm going to set my index finger down and drag it so that I get that excess ink off. Now be careful when you do that. You can see I kind of frayed the edge, but I have enough to play with. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of snail towards the bottom of my card front. Okay, so that snail was just to tack it down. And now I'm going to take a little bit of washi tape and put it across there. You could use Scotch tape also. I just don't have any on hand right now, but I do have plenty of washi tape. So I'm just gonna do a couple little pieces on the back of this to keep it in place. All right, back with the mint macaron one more time. And I'm going to use my blender pen, and you can see I have a pool of ink here, and to get that all you're going to do is squeeze the ink pad a couple of times and it will give you a little pool on the top of your ink pad. So I'm going to take our blender pen and we're just going to color in all of these little portions of this stamp. You could leave them uncolored, but I really like the effect that it gives this card when they're colored in. All right, now that we have that done, we can assemble our card and add our sequins. All right, so I have the Take Your Pick tool here. This is brand new in the 2018 holiday catalog. It has two sides to it. This side has a little spatula side, and you can unlock this and pull it out to reveal a paper piercer side. It also has another tool that inserts on this end that gives you two stylus tips, a thick stylus and a thin stylus. And on this end, they've done something pretty fun. There's putty in here, and this is designed to help you pick up loose sequins so that you can place them onto your card. Just thought that was really cool. This does come out and is replaceable. You can get refills for this. And then it just twists back in, and of course it has the cap to keep that putty secure. So I'm going to take a glue dot and tack down my ribbon on the front just to make sure that it doesn't go flying up. So I'm going to pick that up, and we're just going to tack it down just like that. I have the basic adhesive backed sequins here, and there is a color that matches pretty close with that beautiful mint macaron. I could go for this one. Some of these are a little brighter and they're more shiny, they're more opalescent, but I think I like these. So again, we're just gonna scoop those up with this tool and put a couple down. And finally, we're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. And there we are, creators. There is our beautiful sympathy card made using the Flourishing Phrases stamp set. I really like how this card turned out. What do you think? Leave me a comment and let me know what color combination you would choose if you were making this card. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to give the video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I upload new videos. You can follow me online at melissascreations.com and on Facebook at facebook.com/MKre8tions. I'm also on social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest with the handle @MKre8tions. Thank you for joining me on this special video for the Creators Blog Hop for September 2018. Be sure to visit my coordinating blog post, link in the description box below, so that you can hop along to all of the other beautiful projects that are part of this month's hop. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that guy's not on there. He's gonna fall right off. Yes, he is. There we go. Okay, and I'm angling. Oh! Yep. Perfect. Easy cleanup. So let's get our Stampin' scrub out. A little spritz on there. Wash that side first. Maybe it's my block that's all slippery. Okay, now let's wash the other side. And now we're gonna wash off our block. I have the microfiber cloth that came with my blocks. Let's polish that up a bit. All right, now that should work. There we go. Oy.